Welcome back to Division 4 number race 11 in Mexico, and it's qualifying time, and we have full grid for today's Grand Prix, which is amazing. Yeah, and it's looking dry qualifying at the moment. 18-minute quali and then 50% race. And first set the lap is Josking 150.3 on a Ferrari, and he was on soft tires. And Lawrence Boxtel goes fastest on Aston Martin 115.0, and last one then goes P3. And Joshua on the AlphaTauri is starting his lap. He's our reserve driver today. He's headed to the turn 1. There is a quite tricky chicane complex on the first part of the track. And then we have another straight DRS open, and then we are heading to the end of sector 1 and then starting the sector 2 with the chicane again. And this part of the track really needs downforce on the car, really low speed corners, and then we are going to the S section. Keep your car on the planted on the ground and keep it on the track limits. No, he just invalidates his lap. Is there anyone on lap? Yeah, Tim Ritter is on lap, and he has go fastest sector 1, and now he's as PR4 goes fast 140.9 on Alpine. It's a good lap for him. As we are on board of Tim Ritter, he's going sector 2 and heading to the sector 3. The stadium section is quite tricky with very low speed corners, and then get the traction out of final corner, and you can easily go through the wall in this corner and lose the traction. As Tim Reuter goes P7 with that lap. As Rene is starting his lap with the Ferrari. He's headed to the turn 1. There's wide open. He has no traffic ahead of and is clear track in front of him. As it's looking good lap for him at the moment, as he now goes to these fast corners through with almost full gas, and then heading to the end of sector 2 and starting sector 3. As there is yellow flags on sector 3, slower car ahead going into pits. As Rene now goes from the final turn to the line, and he goes P6 just behind his teammate 115.4. As we have Supermonk, our reserve driver, is gonna start his lap right now. He is heading to the turn 1. Using all of the track, goes very limit of the track limits, and then got the corners and got a little bit oversteer, but he's clear on sector 1, and now he enters to sector 2. As now he enters to the really fast section. You really need to have downforce on the car. As he's now completed sector 2 and now the final section. And getting traction out of final corner and going to the line, and it's gonna be 1:14.9 and goes with that lap P3 as last one in there goes fastest of the all 1:40.7. And Skinsman goes P4 with Mercedes 1:15.0. Our last race winner, Spudafant, is now on lap, and we will see what kind of lap he's gonna put for us today. He's gonna be in the middle of the fight, probably for the lead today. He's really fast driver, and he made it look like easy on the last week race in Japan, as he won the wet race on Japan. There's a little bit traffic ahead, but nothing serious. He's now going to the stadium section. And getting traction out of final corner and crossing the line, and it's gonna be 1:40.8 and goes P3 with that lap. As lower Boxtel goes faster, 1:14.6 on Aston Martin. And Bragg is no, actually he has improved. He was invalidated his lap. Junker Slayer still on the mediums as he goes to the main straight going into turn 1. Going to be really exciting to see where he can go with those mediums, as he seems to want to start with the medium tires. As he is now on the fast section of the track, going side by side, and he invalidates his lap. As Team Ruiter goes P9 or 15.1. As there is Aston Martin has spun, it's Miamigo has spun on the on the sector 2. As Musalat is out of the session, he has also crashed on the sector 2. Unfortunate combination on sector 2. Well, actually he's going again. He has just front wing damage, I guess. Yeah, it seems like he has no front wing at all. As there is Kovacs on the Mercedes starting his lap. He's currently on P16, but he can improve quite a lot, I think. He's going to the turn 1, and then really tricky chicane combination, and then back to the gas, and second straight DRS open and heading to the end of sector 1. And he is improving, not much, but a little bit. As he now in the middle sector, going really nice line through the S's. As he lost the traction and invalidated his hub, that's what I was talking about. This really hard corner to get right. As the traction is very low on that corner exit. Lars Wallin is gonna start his flying lap. As Mercedes driver Kovacs has retired, he has crashed on the turn 1. As there's traffic ahead of Lars Wallenden, and he has to abandon his lap. So there is gonna be Pragmatiata is currently on the lap, as he's the one of the Red Bull drivers who's really fast and will have a chance to get in the top 3 today, I think, but he has now abandoned his lap. And there's 2 McLaren drivers going behind each others, and we're gonna do the lap together to get best possible result for the team. As they're going sector 2 now. Both of them is on good lap. We will see if that pays off. Rasmussen is improving. So is Musalot. Suma McLaren is on fire at the moment. As they're going to final corner of the track and getting good traction out of corner, and Lars Valinden is gonna cross the line and goes P1, and his teammate goes P6. Good job from McLaren. As there is P4, he's improving almost 4 tenths, going into sector 3 now. As he crosses the line and goes P2, 140.4. Just missed the pole of Lars Valinden. As there's Superman coming to the line and he's coming to P4, and now he goes stage P4, Eastin stage P5, Miami got P6. As there's Kingsman with no front wing. Spudafat goes P3 with that lap. As Flash is currently last on the grid with the drivers who has set the lap. Not the best qualifying for him. So qualifying is over and pole position at the moment. Well, actually, pole position is going for the McLaren driver today, Lars Valinden. He made a good job, keep it clean and get the pole today. So, pole position today is Lars Valinden on McLaren. The Dutch driver is on pole today, as alongside him is PR4 on the Alpine. The second round of grid is Spudafant and Lawler Boxtel. Third on the grid is Supermark and Stin. Fourth grid is Miavika and Muselot. Fifth row is Rene and Kingsman, and then P11 is Joshua. P12 Nakamali Attila, P13 Tim Ruiter, P14 Ben Energy, P15 Josh King, P16 Brian, P16 Brake, P8 Kovacs, P19 Flash, and P20 Songus Slayer. As I said, we have full grid to this race, and it's gonna be an amazing race with all of the drivers are now racing. And we have two champion contenders, PR4 and Spudafant. Maybe we see a championship decider on this race, maybe. As we are preparing to start formation lap, with drivers choosing their strategies to the race, and we are ready to go right now. So there is top 10 starting with soft tires, as they qualified with those tires, and outside of top 10, two drivers are on hard tires. It's Kovacs and Ben Energy who has got the hard tires on their car, and Everyone else outside top 10 is on medium tires. And there's predicted pit stop strategy. It's gonna be one stop, not two stop, I think. As drivers are already reforming to the grid, ready to the race start. As everything is almost ready to go, we are gonna see exciting first lap and first corner dramas is probably gonna be in the play for sure. As everything is already ready and it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. It's Gustav on the spooner front on the third of the road, as he is now on the second already. There goes 3 wide in the first turn, as Lars Wallin had a terrible start on this race. As there's 3 wide going into next corner, and there's a lot of movement on the grid as PR4 keeps his cool and stays P1. And there's Superman going side by side with the Aston Martin driver and goes P3 at the moment, as there's Spoiler right behind him, who had great start but then has to keep a positions to the Superman and Lawrence Boxtel. As Lars Wallin is coming back, but he has terrible start to this race. This wasn't the start he was wanted, but he's coming back for sure. As he's now right behind Miamigo already, he has pace, really good pace on the first lap. As there's Kingsman, Reneco side by side into turn 1, and they're fighting from the P8 position. Kingsman keeps his position at the moment, as there's now Nagamate Atila joining to this party. As penalty has crashed, as there's a couple of drivers has pitted. Temerud and Musala switching position, as there's Wheatle as safety car and a 5-second penalty to Temerud collision with Nakamati Attila. Let's see what kind of crash he had. Yep, he has fun on the exit of third corner. And Brian has tried to penalty by spinning on behind the Wheatle safety car, as we are racing again. As the best start to this race got Jokos Leo. He has gained already 7 positions, and the worst start to this race was from Joshua and Lars Linden. They have fallen 7 and 6 points behind where they started. As we are racing again, PR4 has already almost 1 second gap to Lawrence Boxtel. As this looking good for championship to PR4, as Broderhunt is currently on P4, as he needs to get past of these cars to keep his championship hopes alive. As Kingsman has boxed, he has damage, I think, and Tiamarud also. As the Spoolafant goes P3 with great overtake from Supermac, and he is now 1 place closer to the PR4, who is leading the race, as he has made some mistake as the gap has reduced, as Laura Boxster is only 2 tenths behind PR4, as PR4 is lagging quite a bit in front of him. He has not the best connection at the moment. We might see an overtake from Lawrence Boxtel very soon, as we get the DRS open. As he gets the DRS open for the next straight. And Spoonhunt is only 1 second behind to these 2 guys. As we are now on board with Laura Boxtel, as we are going to go straight on the track, as he's gaining, he's not even using overtake button, but he doesn't want to go and move, as there is second straight, which is better for overtake. As now is the DRS open, as he's closing and closing the P4, but doesn't want to go for the move just yet, as he stays P2. As there's fight from the P9 position between Nagmati Attila and Muselov. Good fight from them. As his teammate is also in this fight for 10th position. As Lars Valin is now gonna go for, no, actually he stays behind Miami Go still. He has to also get this position as he goes to dive down the inside on stadium sector, but doesn't get the move done. As Laura Boxster is now really close to the PR4 as they go side by side now, and Laura Boxster leads this Grand Prix at the moment. PR4 loses position to Laura Boxster. Spoolafant is gonna have a chance to overtake PR4 also. Not just yet, but really soon he has the chance, as PR4 is lagging quite a lot at the moment. As their teammate battle going on, Joshua and Brian 14. Also Red Bull driver are battling, they switch the position. Lars Van is really close to Miamico, but doesn't get the move down, as Miamico has also DRS from front of cars, as there was yellow flag on the sector 2. There was Kovacs who almost had a spin. As Broderhunt is now really close to PR4. Is he gonna go for the move? No, I think he's a little bit too far away back. but he's really close. As so is Lars Valina and Miamico. As Miamico gets lost of his car and Lars Valina gets ahead, he goes through the DRS bollard. As Steen and Supermod is fighting from the podium position. So is Laura Boxtel has no front wing. He has crashed out. It was really promising race for him, but he has now no front wing and has the box. Not the best race start for him also, as this makes a little bit change to the grid. Lars Valena is now P4, Steam P3, Spool and Fant P2 and P4 back in the lead of this Grand Prix. As now Spool and Fant is 7 tenths behind P4, as we have sector 2 yellow flags, and that's Brian. Brian has crashed out on the really fast corners. He has lost the grip and going straight to the wall. And this means safety car is out. And this probably saved Lawrence Boxtel, as he now is on new medium tires with new wing. As Justin gets 3-second time penalty from track limits. As we are amazing little fight going on between PR4 and Spool and Fant, like in real life. Amazing little fight for sure gonna be. And now it's interesting to see if they are going for the pits or staying out. PR4 is gonna go for the pits, as so is Spool and Fant. So is everyone probably gonna go for the pits, but they're going to, actually they're going soft tires, and let me see, Spool and Fant is gonna go for the mediums. There's different kind of strategies going on now. And it's the Nakamati Attila on the medium tires, which he started the race, is now leading this Grand Prix. So the penalties at the moment is that Nakamata has 6 seconds and PR4 has 5-second time penalty, and Musalot and Laura Boxtel and Flash have 3 seconds and then 6 seconds for Silvermonk and Josh King. And everyone else has done their pit stops apart from Braik and Nakumati Attila. And that's interesting to see what kind of strategy PR4 and Suskin are gonna do, as they are now on fresh soft tire and everyone else is on medium tires. As we might get the safety car in this lap. As safety car is now in this lap and we are ready to go again. A safety car goes in and we are waiting when Nakuma Attila goes. He's waiting to the line and now we are racing again. PR4 gets really good start with those fresh soft tires. Is gonna go for the move on brake. As there is a lot of action going on in the first corner. As McLaren driver has lost it, Lars Linda has again terrible restart to this Grand Prix. As there is Rene and Laura Boxtel fighting. And Supermark has damage on the front wing. As there's sector 2 yellow flags. And that's the Ferrari driver. As there are now two teammates behind each other. And it's safety car again. And 5-second time penalty for Kingsman. As PR4 has now already on the lead of this Grand Prix. He had amazing start with those soft tires. As we have now 4 drivers retired from DNF from the session. as there are a couple of guys pitting for new medium tires. And safety car is in this lap. It was a late call for sure, and now we are ready to go again. As PR4 is gonna go right after safety car went in the pits. As the points, please switching all the time on the back of the grid. As we have amazing fight with Stin and Miyamiko going into turn 1. PR4 gets 3-second time penalty from the track limits. As Nagamati, Attila and actually Miyamiko and Soccer Slayer is fighting. As they are still fighting going to sector 2, but Soccer Slayer backs out. As PR4 is now leading almost 2 seconds from Nagamati Attila. As Kovacs gets 3-second time penalty from the track limits also. As Lars Valinda and Rene is going side by side in the sector 3. As well, Lars Valinda gets ahead of Rene. As now there is Supermark challenging Rene. As they're going side by side into turn 1. And Supermark gets a position and almost gets the McLaren driver too. But stays behind him. And Flash and Laura Boxster is fighting also from P2, P12 position. And Lars Valin and Supermark going side by side into next again as they go still side by side. And there's a little bit contact between those two, and Lars Valin has to go wide. And Supermark gets ahead of Lars Valin, then going into sector 2. As there's Spoda right behind his teammate, who isn't letting his pass so easily. Kingsman gets 3-second time penalty from track limits. And this lap we will have DRS enabled. As Spoda is now gonna go for the move on brake, as there are no points to battle with these two teammates. And Spoda is now ahead of his teammate P3. And now his next target is Nagamati. And Steen is also right behind Brake with newer tire than Spoda front. No, sorry, newer tire than Brake. And PR4 is really leading this race. He's now 4.4 seconds clear of Nagamati Attila. But PR4 has a little bit time penalties, as Spoda has no any penalties. as Spike goes pits now. As Funa is gonna go for the move on Nakamura going into the turn 1. Gets the move done and is now P2. And title contenders is now right behind each others. As Laure Boxer gets 3-second time penalty from track limits. And Circus Slayer and Miami goes fighting from the P5 position. They have good fight going on. And now Spulafant is gonna try to get his championship rival PR4, as the gap is 5 seconds at the moment between these two drivers. As there's Stin has done the move on Nakamatila and goes P3, as Miyamiko and Chokuse is fighting still, and Nakamatila goes quite wide, and this gives opportunity to Miyamiko to get the move done, as now they're gonna go 3 wide almost. Yes, they're gonna go 3 wide. Now two Red Bull drivers are fighting from the positions of 6th and 5th positions. And Nakamata lose 3 positions on a 1 lap. As he goes 3-second time penalty from track limits, and it seems like his tires are dropping now massively as he goes wide again. As he is still continuing on track. That was a mistake from Nakamata at the lighting here, because he's really struggling at the moment. As now Supermarket is gonna go for the book. So yeah, Supermarket gets ahead of Nakamatila, and now Rene is right behind of Nakamatila as he's losing all the position now. And Laure Boxer and Kovacs is going side by side. Kovacs has to go a little bit wide. And 3-second time penalty flash from track limits. Also Rene and Lars Verlinden gets 3-second time penalty from track limits. And Miyamiko gets 3-second time penalty. There's only 4 drivers without track limits penalties. As Kovacs and actually Laure Boxter has spun on the last corner of track, will drop to P12 now. Sting gets 3-second time penalty and Flash gets another 3-second time penalty. As Flash speed into pit lane and retires from the session. As Rene gets huge oversteer moment there in the middle of the corner. And Nakamata gets another 3-second time penalty. And Matvilak still continues on track. As now Rene will have DRS from Nagmatila, and it's gonna go for the move probably. Yes, he's gonna go down the inside and gets the move done on Nagmatila. As Jonko has now overtook Miamigo and is now on P4 on the grid. As Supermark gets huge oversteer moment there, I get 3-second time penalty from that as he went wide on the exit of S section. Let's go back to the front as PR4 is now already 7 points clear of his title rival Spulafund with those soft ties, but he's probably have to pit sooner or later. As there is only 13 laps to go in this race. As the fight continues between Solskjaer, Miamiga, Supermark and Lars Wallinden from P4 position. PR4 is now pitting for medium tires. And this will give the lead to Spulafund, and PR4 is gonna drop to almost back off the grid. But he will have new medium tires as the battle is really close between Supermark, Miamiga and Solskjaer. As Supermark is gonna have a go on the second straight, but Miamiga has the slipstream and keeps his position. Supermark gets a little bit wide on the exit of hairpin, but nothing serious at the moment. As we have amazing helicopter wheel there, and drivers are now entering to the pit straight as Jorgensen has no DRS, Amiga has DRS, and so is Supermark and Lars Wallinden. As Miamiga is really close to Jorgensen but doesn't want to move on this straight as there is second straight right after first straight. And now this time Supermark is really close to Miamiga and it's gonna go down the inside as they go side by side in the next part of the track. The Supermark gets the move done almost, but they're still going side by side, and now Supermark is ahead of Miamiga as he has to stay within 1 second behind Solskjaer to keep DRS, and Kiesman gets 3 seconds happen from track limits. as Lars Wallin goes into pits for soft tires, I think. As Silver Max gains Jungle Slayer and goes down the inside of Jungle Slayer and gets the move down. As Nagamati gets 3 second time penalty from track limits. As Summer goes really wide on the exit of third corner, but keep his position still. Because they get 3 second time penalty. This will affect to fight for sure. As there's 3 second time penalties instead. Soksay, Miamico, Rene, Biafore, and Lars Linden. And then 15 seconds in Nakbat Attila, and then 9 seconds Summerlock, Kovacs, and then as there is no, actually Kovacs has pit, and there is 6 seconds in Kingsman and Laurie Boxtel, and then yeah, there's the penalties at the moment. We have nice helicopter wheel again. As there is Thin as Boulevard and Supermark hitting. And this will give a lead to Miamico and Jungle Slayer, as they both have DRS now. I think they have to pit one more time for soft tires. And this will mean that Biafore is actually ahead of Spulafant at the moment. But Spulafant will have soft tires, and Biafore has 3 second time penalty, and he is on medium tires. Yep, he's 3 second time penalty. Only one driver is Spulafant who hasn't got any penalties of this race. Laurie Boxter gets 3 second time penalty also as Jungle Slayer pits, and this will give lead for Miamico. Is he gonna go to the end of with these tires? It will be on the limit of tire age for sure. As there's exactly 3 yellow flags, that's versus driver Kovacs has retired from the session. BF4 gets 3-second time penalty, and now will he have 6-second time penalty in this race. And this will mean at the moment that BF4 will drop to behind Spoon Elephant, as it will stand like this. As there's two Red Bull drivers, John Slayer is gonna go move on Kumati Alfila. As they go side by side into someone and gets a move done pretty easily. As Miamigo still continue on track, and this will mean probably that his tires is gonna be right on the edge on the when he crosses the line. They're gonna hit probably really much on this part of the race. He has already gone with those tires 20 laps and gets time penalty also, and those tires will have to last 6 laps still before crossing the finish line. As Sherman Muck is now really close to Lars Villeneuve, as gonna have a go which way he's gonna go, down the inside or around the outside, but it makes difficult for him as Lars Villeneuve will have DRS, but he's gonna dive around the outside and now switch back to the inside, and now gets really good exit off that corner and will have a go on this straight maybe. No, he's still a little bit too far away. Sherman has been really good in this race. He has been overtaking many of cars on this race. He hasn't stayed on where he is. He is already making moves on every driver which is ahead of him, and that's good for him as he's now DRS open. So is Lars Villeneuve, but Sherman Muck is really close to Lars Villeneuve, but doesn't want to go move on this straight yet, as he's gonna wait to this straight. As now he's really close and is gonna go for the round the outside, and gonna stay on the round the outside, and now he has the inside line to this corner as they go side by side. It's really close as he dives in down the inside, and there's contact, and that gives opportunity for Chunky Slayer. But as they go side by side in this really fast section, but Superman keeps his score and stays ahead of Chunky Slayer. Wow, that was amazing battle on sector 2. As now Superman will have another chance to get ahead of Lars Villeneuve, as he has no DRS. Lars Villeneuve has dropped out of DRS range, and Superman is gonna have a go. He's gonna round this outside, and so is Dogsay going down inside, and there's contact, and Dogsay is ahead of Lars Villeneuve. Lars Villeneuve will not be happy about that contact with the Red Bull driver. Well, Lars Wallinen lost 2 places on 1 corner. As there are 4 laps to go in this race. And I think Miamico made a right decision to stay on the track with those all mediums to keep his track position. Now Schumacher is gonna have a go on Stin. He's really close. Stin is weaving all over the track. He's gonna go down the inside of Stin and takes P4 position. And Slayer is right on the party also, as he gets 3-second time penalty. As Lars Wallinen also joins to this fight. As now every driver has a time penalty. As Jogsler gets really good exit of the last corner, and this will give him opportunity to get ahead of Stin, but Sherman has no DRS, and this will pay to him for sure as Stin goes down the inside. As so is Jogsler gonna go for the move. And Sherman lost 2 places in 1 corner, just like a copy from Lars Wallinen a few laps ago, as he almost went in the back of Schumacher. Stin is back in the P4 position. As Renner gets 3-second time penalty from track limits. And 2 laps to go, and Miamico is still keeping it on the track with mediums, as PR4 is catching him massively. It's only 1 second gap between these 2 drivers. As the tire wear kicks in for Miamico, we can see it already on the tires, as there is no grip at all and the wear is dropping massively. As Lars Wallinen goes down the inside of Sherman and takes a lovely switchback, but stays behind Sherman at least now. As Sherman has made some kind of mistake, has dropped quite a bit down on Slayer. As PR4 is now only 4/10 behind Miamico, as he's struggling massively with his tires. As we are entering to the final lap of this race, as PR4 is gonna go for the lead from this move. So is Boulevard really close to these drivers, as 2 championship contenders is almost behind each other. As Boulevard will have a chance to go for the move on Miamico on final lap, as Schumacher gets Tracy and Tatanate also. He has to stay behind. He has to stay within 3 seconds on PR4 to win this race. Sets yellow flags, and that's crash. There's Nakamata out of session, and so is Laurie Chase Boxtel is out of session. And the winner of this race is gonna be Spool Elephant, finishing the race on top step, and behind him is championship contender PR4 and P3 Miamigo, and P4 Jones Leo, P5 Lars Linden, P16 Strobom P7 Rene P8, Kingsman P9, and Brike is gonna finish the order and is going to be 10th. And that's race over. As the party is starting now. So your race winner today is again Spool Elephant, as he won the Japan Grand Prix. He won Mexico 2 from P3 on the grid, finishing on the top step on the podium today. P2 PR4 and P3 Miamigo, P4 Songsley from back of the grid, McLaren driver Lars Linden P5, Stin P6, Sherman P7, Rene P8, Kinsman P9 and Bright P10. And Spool Elephant win will keep his championship hopes still alive going into the final race, which is gonna be Brazil. It's 12th race of this season and it's the final one, and we are going to see amazing title fight on the final round of this season. So we will see on next week. That's for me today. It's goodbye. We'll see you on next week.